In 1998, my wife Darlene needed a liver transplant desperately, and she was at the Mayo Clinic. And after a couple of months of waiting, in the final few hours, LifeSource was able to locate a suitable liver, and amazingly it came from my own hometown, and that saved her life. She had only literally days and hours to wait, and if some family someplace was not willing to give an organ, it would mean that it would be the end of her life. And so we were so appreciative. It's beyond belief, the feeling you have when a family has made a decision to donate. And when that organ is made available, and it brings hope. And when it was all successful, even in those final hours, there's just no way to explain that kind of a feeling. And then when you're able to reunite with the donor family, and everything that follows, it's just one of the most wonderful experiences any family could ever have. There was a recovery period, but she made it through that in flying colors and came back just stronger than ever. Then went back to the legislature, shared her experience with others, and started working on legislation to make this available to more families. The Anatomical Gift Act that's named after my wife Darlene makes an important change in the law because it gives some real clout to the decision that the individual donor has made. And to have that in the law and have that legally provided in the law can bring a lot of comfort and can provide a lot of satisfaction, I think, to the family, knowing they're doing the right thing. And that's what we need done here, to know that they're doing the right thing.
I think that it can certainly be a benefit for the family who's in such a situation where their loved one has passed away, that they know that as terrible as this was, as senseless as these things can be, something good can come out of it. And certainly, organ donation for the people who need the organs is literally a second chance that they have. And they all look at it with such regard, with such sense of how fortunate they are to have that chance, that it's heartwarming to see.
We had just moved
into this house,
and Ruby was over helping us. We had a gathering for the people that helped us move, and she started getting a terrible headache that day. So, in fact, after dinner that evening, she went home. We called Ruby and asked if we could bring her picnic table back, and she said sure. And she said, "Oh, I've got such a headache." She said, "I can't even come out and help you with the table." Bernie took one look at Ruby and he said, "Call 911.
Well, her speech was slurred, and she, you could just tell that she was not right. So we called 911 and they came. And
her last words going out that door, I'll always remember them. She looked back and she said, "Carol, make sure my soap's taped for tomorrow, and don't forget my cigarettes and glasses." We knew Ruby wanted to be a donor, and so I talked to my mom and said that was really Ruby's wish, that she could continue life through someone else. And my mom said that was fine. Which surprised us, but I think at that time, my mom just, whatever Ruby wanted would be fine.
I think that's been the unique thing that we provide, is our first and foremost focus is on serving donors and donor families. And by being able to bring those efforts to the community with an intentional look every day at the donor, I think is an important contribution in the community.
The clinical staff very much enjoy hearing the story of what happens after the patient has gone on to organ donation. So they enjoy hearing from LifeSource what happened. So it's a difficult situation for the clinical staff, and they hear back from LifeSource that maybe that patient went on to donate organs to 3, 5, 7 different patients, and we're able to kind of share their life with other people. So it's a source of renewal and recommitment that what we're doing is really the right thing.
Well, we received this letter a couple of weeks after Ruby passed away. And Ruby's heart went to a lady a 60-year-old woman from Minnesota. Her liver went to a 47-year-old man in New York. And her right kidney went to a lady in Minnesota also. And then her left kidney and pancreas went to a male from Minnesota, so there were 3 Minnesota recipients. Well, we were all very pleased with this because it made you feel good inside just to know that Ruby helped someone else, because that was Ruby. She was always there to help.
Yeah.
When you die, your soul goes to heaven, hopefully. And, you know, if you have parts of your body that can help someone else have a more comfortable life, why wouldn't you want to do that?